What's good, everybody? What's good? This your boy JTL, aka Op from the Norm 18, back with another one. So on this story, I'm gonna be talking about the four Black Americans that were kidnapped down in Mexico. I'm sure many of you have heard of the story, where it was a group of friends, three brothers, one sister, on their way to Mexico because one of their friends was having a medical procedure, and then unfortunately, they were in the midst of, I believe it was a shootout of some sorts with a Mexican cartel, and with enemies or whatever in the area. Somebody else that was an innocent bystander ended up losing their life. These four individuals, they thought they were Haitians, part of a Haitian drug cartel that they were beefing with. So they kidnapped them. They were missing for a couple of days or so, a few days. Finally, they were fought. They were found, but sadly, two of them lost their lives, and one was severely hurt. So, just giving respect to the victims. One was Shaid Woodard and Zendale Brown. Those two gentlemen were found deceased. And Latavia Washington McGee, a mother of six, and Eric Williams survived the ordeal. But sadly, Eric Williams had been shot in his legs. But they're home now. So I found this story, or this continuation of the story, that I wanted to cover. So it says Mexican cartel leads sorry letter alongside 5 beaten handcuffed men for kidnapping and killing of Black Americans. And this is by the Shade Room. The Scorpions, a subgroup of the infamous Mexican Gulf Cartel, has reportedly emerged to apologize for the kidnapping of 4 Black Americans and the death of 2 in the border city of Matamoros last week, according to Vice News. Photos allegedly sent to Mexican law enforcement and shared by Vice News show a narco banner alongside 5 men who were severely beaten and had their hands tied inside a black pickup truck. The letter on the banner reportedly asked for forgiveness from American families and people in Matamoros after the mistake of taking the lives and kidnapping the Americans. The cartel allegedly responsible for the kidnap and death of Americans in a Mexican border city say they are sorry and turned in 5 of their own men. The Associated Press shared a snippet from the letter allegedly from the Scorpions saying sorry and surrendering the tied up cartel members. AP reports that an anonymous source who is not authorized to leak the news shared the story of the sorry letter and photos of the handcuffed men laying down surrendered for their crimes. Reportedly, the Scorpions faction of the Gulf Cartel apologized for the man responsible for taking the lives of Zendale Brown and Shaid Woodard, who were kidnapped with Eric James Williams, Latavia McGee. We have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in the events, who at all times acted under their own decision-making and lack of discipline. The letter reads, adding that those individuals had gone against the cartel's rules, which include respecting the life and well-being of the innocent. Last week, on March 3rd, is when they were kidnapped after crossing the Texas border. So 4 Black Americans are kidnapped and brutally attacked Mexicans, non-white, mind you, and Biden does not say one word. The Mexicans mistook these Americans for Haitians, and this was a tweet by someone. I guess they had something to do with, well, it's showing The View, Black Lives Matter, The Reveal, NAACP got anything to say, so they was calling them out. They also have a video, which I'm not going to show. You guys can look that up if you want to. And yeah, it's sad. Situation is sad, man. It's hard to say. You got to be extra careful going into other cities. Also, I believe they put out a travel warning, like not to travel into that city along with other cities that are going through a lot of issues right now with the cartels beefing over drug wars. And it's sad, man, for somebody to travel, and it's not like they were just traveling to have a good time. One of their friends had a medical procedure that they was going down there for, one of the gentlemen. So to have something like that happen, yeah, that is scary. That is definitely scary to go on somebody else's territory and end up in a situation like that, especially possibly losing a life or two of your friends losing their lives. It's sad, man. I pray for them, their families. God bless them to make it through it. You know what I'm saying? But for the people that like to travel all the time, only thing I can say is don't just check the weather report. Don't just worry about the season. Also worry about the area you're going to. You know what I mean? Trying your best to figure out, is it safe and is it worth it? Because a lot of people don't realize, I think if I'm not mistaken, even in Jamaica and Bahamas and places like that, they have to have armed men out there to make sure that people don't come ashore and actually try to get the tourists. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna go places like that, man, make sure you're careful, you're safe, because you don't want to end up, God forbid, something happening to you, and you just trying to, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all pay attention to that stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, if it's worth even going over there. You know what I mean? But once again, God bless those brothers and that sister, and condolences to the ones that lost their lives, and to their family. So y'all just be careful out there. This your boy JT, aka Out from the North 18. No, y'all keep checking me out, man. Just working every day. You know how I do. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for checking your boy out. Holla at me. Chill.